So what are we about to do?
We're about to go down Waterfall Mountain.
The infamous.
The infamous.
Waterfall Mountain.
I've already been up and down it 3 times today.
Because she's a boss. So this is kind of what it looks like. Apparently it gets worse. Yeah, not having a 50-pound backpack on my back is making a huge difference in my quality of life. So at the bottom of Waterfall Mountain, we connected with the Massanutten Connector Trail. We stayed on the Massanutten Trail and headed what was a relatively gradual climb, kind of follows a stream up. So it's the bulk of the mileage, probably 3 miles or so, before you hit the Scawthorne Gap Trail. Scawthorne? I think I'm saying that right. Scawthorne Gap Trail. The Massanutten Trail takes a hard right, and you kind of climb back up on top of the ridge line, and then at the top of the ridge is where the Strickler Knob Trail breaks off. Now this was described as a bushwhack. It is well marked, purple blazed. There must be plenty of people on it because it was well worn. It was in no way a bushwhack. So it was pretty easy to follow. You pretty much just stay on top of the ridge. You have to climb over a few rocks, so it's not quite a smooth trail, but in no way a bushwhack. You probably pass, I'd say, at least 4, maybe 5 rock formations before you encounter this final rock field. This rock field was described as being somewhat technical, although it's in no way a climb. A little bit of scrambling, a little bit of hands and feet, but for the most part it's not really that much of a technical climb. You go through a little gap and you pop out with some great overlooks of the valley below, and then there's access to the cantilevered, I'm assuming they call this is the Strickler's Knob portion of the Strickler Knob hike. It's a pretty big piece of rock jutting up out of the ridge line. Not too difficult to get to the top of. A couple ways up to it, not anything super technical. It definitely looks a lot more scary from the bottom than when you're out on it. When you're out on it, it's such a big, massive piece of rock. You kind of don't even realize that you're actually on something that's sticking out. Vulture in the background. It's doing both video and pictures. All right, top of Strickler Knob on a little cantilever-y rock thingy. Megan taking pictures. Not a bushwhack.
Not a bushwhack.
Like the rock scramble is what, 100 yards of rock scramble?
Yeah.
It's not like it's
not an old drag, exactly.
Not old drag. And the car is over there. Far, far away. Alright, so we are at the bottom now of Waterfall Mountain.
Waterfall Mountain.
The sucky mile climb straight up into the sky.
Doesn't look so bad from here.
Yeah, it doesn't look so bad from here, she says. I'll be huffing and puffing like, oh, drag me. You're not going to sled out of those poles and drag me.
I could do that. I think there's a better overlook.
Yeah, this is not the, this is the faux overlook. Not the overlook. The real pre-overlook. All right, you can kind of see it behind the pine tree. All right, so let's go 1 to 5. How'd you rate the hike?
5 is excellent.
5 is the best hike you've ever done. 1 is like the stupidest hike you've ever done.
Give it like a 3.8.
3.8. Bring out the decimals, okay?
Yeah. That's pretty high for me.
Okay. So what is close to it? It's that in the score wise.
I'd say something like a Grand Canyon's a 5.
Okay.
So that's where we're working at.
Okay.
I'd give the 1 to the Batona Trail in the New Jersey Pine Barrens.
Okay.
And what else would be a 3.8? I'd give it around like an Old Rag.
Really?
I'd call Old Rag maybe a 3.8.
Oh, you're a lot harsher on Old Rag than I would be. Okay.
Okay. You give Old Rag a 5?
No, I don't know about 5, but it's definitely a 4, somewhere between 4 and 4.5.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything 5 on the East Coast.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going off of. So everything's like
So
the maximum.
compared to the stuff over there, which would be Shenandoah National Park, what would be a similar scored hike?
Okay. Let's see. Similar scored hike in Shenandoah that's not Old Rag. Maybe Mary's Rock.
Okay.
I'd give Mary's Rock a similar score.
Okay. It's hard to compare it to like a waterfall or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say White Oak, but I was like, it's not really the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something with a rock and an overlook.
So as rock overlooks go, I think it scores high, but there's not much else to it.
Yeah,
It's
the
kind of a
rest
one-trick
it-
pony.
Yep. I'd give it. I guess I'd give it higher than the Rip Rap Trail.
Wow.
Have that.
I think I scored the Rip Rap at about 1.2. So
I'll score it at a 3.5, maybe a 3.
okay. So there's definitely some variability in our scoring methodology.
It takes a lot for me to give something either a 5 or a 1. Most everything's gonna be in like.
Oh, that's
range.
good. You have the bell curve. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're almost back to the car. Calling it a day.